Recorded in front of a live studio audience in Los Angeles, California.
Aren't you a little old for toys?
I'm not old. I'm a wrestling guy. And at the wrestling guy store, you can be too.
Are you buying this for your kid?
No, I'm buying it for me, because I'm a wrestling guy. And at the wrestling guy store, you can be too.
Aren't toys for kids?
I'm not a kid. I'm a wrestling guy. And at the wrestling guy store, you can be too. We are all wrestling guys. And at the wrestling guy store, you can be too.
The Wrestling Guy Store, located at 6085 State Street, Huntington Park, California, just 5 miles west of the Commerce Casino. Recorded in front of a live studio audience in Los Angeles, California.
Dude, check this out.
Man, look at this.
Whoa, dude, check what I got.
What? Man, we're wrestling guys. And at the wrestling guy store,
You can be too.
The Wrestling Guy Store, located at 6085 State Street, Huntington Park, California, just 5 miles west of the Commerce Casino.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 2 of Circle Debate here, the 1-year anniversary, part 2. All right, so pro wrestling news.
Hold my hand. Look, I look like Jesus Christ. What is that? Oh, that's creepy. Okay, I'm never doing that again.
oh man.
So part 2, ladies and gentlemen. And pro wrestling news very briefly. So the one that I wanted to talk about, which we talked about it last Sunday, but we, that was like when we were doing the event. It's a whole different story. I hope you guys enjoyed the Andrade event.
Yeah, that was wild.
That was wild. And kudos to David. Thank you so much, David, as well, for allowing us to guest host the event. And it was a phenomenal time. We had a fantastic time with everybody. Thank you for Santiago for reposting on IG, being the winner of the signature the autograph action figure. Jonah was actually figurine.
I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna call it a toy because we're wrestling guys, and so can you.
There you go. So can you. But yes, the pro wrestling news very briefly. We did see in Lucha Libre AAA and Reina de Reinas, we did see the Andrade. Speaking of Andrade challenging Omega, and we see Deonna Purrazzo now challenging Fabi Apache. And she's another one who's going for that title belt collector, title versus title, Triple Mania. So I'm going to go ahead and ask. I'm going to go with Mr. Callis. I want to hear his thoughts. Your thoughts about these two individuals challenging these Triple A's champions. What are your thoughts, Mr. Callis?
This is going to be one of the best Triple Manias ever. For those that don't know, this is the premier pay-per-view for AAA in Mexico. This is, if you see what it looks like, they fill up that whole arena, that huge arena. I'd say it's on the same level, of course, as of course WrestleMania and New Japan. New Japan's Wrestle Kingdom. So Triple Mania should be like the pay-per-view everybody's gotta watch. This Andrade Kenny match is gonna be huge, and I hope the audiences are back for this.
I know, right?
Yeah,
It's gonna be like,
Hopefully.
this is gonna be like they're gonna pull out all the stops for this. My God.
By God.
By God.
Director, your thoughts about these two upcoming challengers?
I don't know much about the Purrazzo match, so we'll talk about the Omega match. I think that he's dropping it to Andrade.
That would be
I
cool.
think that's totally acceptable. I think that's totally reasonable. I think the fact that Kenny just had the 3 titles at one time was the statement he wanted to make. I don't think longevity is really the name of the game for that. And it allows, it frees up more time for Kenny to kind of just focus on his, American obligations between the 2 major companies.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously it's the right time for Andrade to shine for real. Breaks free from the reins of Vince, gets to do whatever he wants, wherever he wants. Very underestimated as a champion in WWE. He won the NXT title on a fluke. Literally, he was not booked to win that match. Drew McIntyre injured his shoulder in that match, informed the referee. They called an audible. Drew knew he would be out for a couple of months, and they gave it to Andrade. Not that he didn't deserve the title, but he wasn't intended to win it, and I think this is going to put him in that spotlight that he deserves.
Agreed. Money Mike, do you feel the same way?
You know what? I think Kenny Omega is going to retain. I'm happy for Andrade, definitely.
I think that it's a great opportunity for him to go back to Mexico and and showcase for his people again, right? But I don't know. I feel like Omega is the champ right now. He's the guy. He's gonna be parading those titles for a bit, for a few more months, I think. And I mean, of course, I have no problem if Andrade takes the title. A mexicano con ese título mexicano, ¿verdad? Que ahorita lo tiene un canadiense. Y pues veremos cómo sucede esto. Y para Andrade, si él quiere hacer una entrevista para Círculo de Debate, él está bien invitado para venir.
Chris, translate that. What he said.
He thinks there's good things on the horizon. It's time for Andrade to shine, but the title's not yet going to be his.
And close
Was I anywhere near?
No, I invited Andrade to Circle of Debate.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yes.
That was
You were about to say that, I think.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you to say.
Piche bueno.
Miklo, remember Miklo?
Oh yeah.
There you go. And then another huge news that.
Oh hey, here's a real thing. Matt, where do you live? Tell the people what city do you live in.
Pomona.
Okay.
Pomona.
So I was just doing a quick Google search on CN's history in Mexico, and obviously he grew up there. He's from Durango. Durango has a sister city, and what a sister city means is like whenever a city in one country needs help or support from another city, it's in another country. It's kind of this weird buddy system.
Mhm.
So, and it's usually random cities internationally. The sister city to Durango, where CN is from, is El Monte, California, which is right next to Matt. So I'm like, that's even more of a reason for Andrade to come on our show. Is that we're related somehow, a little bit.
There's some good Burmese restaurants over there in El Monte.
Yeah, it's 60 degrees, like Mike said.
In my mind, I think of West Covina as Thailand and El Monte as Myanmar.
That is so
Burma.
weird. That sister city system is so wild.
Yeah, and the sister city of Walnut is a city in Taipei, Taiwan.
Yeah. It's like I don't know how these. This will be a different episode. I'm gonna spend all night not sleeping looking up why this system exists and how it works.
Oh, I've got stories for you, Chris. I'll break some more kayfabe or inside baseball. My uncle's a former mayor of Walnut. For those that don't know.
Yeah, he was on TV.
Yeah, Antonio Cartagena. For those that know, I'm not the spoiled nephew. I am.
You are royalty.
You're the royalty black
All
sheep.
hail.
All hail to Matt Callis. The next level consciousness.
Because mayors are monarchs. Yeah.
Yeah.
But overall, back to AAA and Andrade. So with Kenny with these titles, it's not just AAA. I really want to see some more people from other countries challenging for those belts. Namely, somebody I want to see, of course, I won't shut up about him, Naito. I want to see him challenge. Naito would also be a really cool AAA champion. That's something I want to see. I want to see the Keiji Muto, because he said he's willing to go to Impact to both defend and challenge for Impact titles and defend his Pro Wrestling Noah title, since Pro Wrestling Noah and Impact still have a partnership going on. So by proxy, that's like AEW, Impact, and Noah are all partnered through there. In addition to that New Japan, like I said, that Forbidden Door, that's a revolving door that goes in so many different directions.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, I love the fact that that's happening, and especially for Diana, for the women's side division. It opens the doors, especially for the Latina side, for AAA, for them. I'm just imagining if Fabio Apache wins the Impact title, then that opens the door definitely a lot for them as well. Or even if Diana, it doesn't matter who wins. And for me, honestly, it's a win-win situation for both women, because it opens those opportunities for the division itself to collaborate and having inter-promotional matches, crossover matches on both sides in the countries. So I'm happy mainly for that, honestly. The Andrade one, of course, that could be another match of the year. So that could be, we could see as well, a highly potential match of the year. It is the first time I believe they meet. I think they never met in New Japan before at all. So I know they have not. We can go back to the history. I don't think they have. Even when Andrade was La Sombra, no, I don't think they ever did. Okay. So the biggest news I want to talk about, gentlemen, that I got excited when I saw it. By the way, my match of the week, ladies and gentlemen, is I chose MLW Fusion. Minor Reed regaining the middleweight championship from Leo Rush. Fantastic match. Watch my match of the week as I explained why. But this episode of MLW Fusion, which I cannot wait for George Mackay. Shout out to you, George Mackay from Straight Talk Wrestling. Also, shout out to you because you did interview Brandon Ascari. And Chris, you got to see that episode. Yeah, George called you out on that one.
I think he sent the link to me this morning or last night. So I will definitely watch it.
You got to watch that one for sure.
Brandon is a friend of the show. He's a family member for the podcast world. And to see him just getting on as many shows as possible is great for GSW. I can't wait to see that company blow up. Catalyst coming up soon. It's going to be great.
And we'll save that in a few minutes for that. But this is the news that I saw in MLW and my jaw dropped. The revelation of who was El Jefe. And of course, that's his. El Jefe was none other than Dario Cueto from Lucha Underground.
Oh, the man who
ran the temple is back on television.
Oh, there we go.
He showed up, and he's now known as El Jefe. He is signed with MLW. He is a long-term now, so he will be debuting on July 10th at the season premiere of MLW's on Vice TV. So, Aztec Underground.
One of the most premier bad guys. I mean, if you want to talk about it, one of the best cartel characters, it is this guy.
Man, I love it. And just that promo, what he did, just with the Selena de la Renta, just they kidnapped her and, still doing that shit? Are they still doing the kidnappings? Yeah, he did that shit. I was like, it's the classic Lucha Underground.
Bringing it back.
Oh, man, and he is back. The unfortunate part is that Selena is really leaving. She's no longer going to be a part of MLW. That's what is going to happen, unfortunately. But adding Dario that's a great addition, great for the villain, especially that they're going to bring that Lucha Underground, but now known as Azteca Underground. And I'm looking forward, man. I'm looking forward for this. And not only that, we already hear rumor in your windows, WWE working with MLW, which we're hoping is NXT. So that's where that direction is going with. It's not official. It's rumor in your window. Paul Levesque did confirm on Twitter that they are in talks of working together. So since Chris has been a Lucha Underground fan, I want to get your thoughts about this. So are you excited? The return of Dario?
Yeah.
And
those first 3 or 4, however many seasons Lucha had until the last one, which was, things were kind of falling apart at the end, were fantastic. I love the format. I love that it was run like a company with nefarious intentions. Essentially, it was shot it was funded by Robert Rodriguez from Troublemaker Studios. So if you know El Mariachi, Desperado, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, that was the creative mind and money behind the Lucha Underground program. And it felt like that. It felt like there were just crime drama with pro wrestling solving the problems. I loved that. Dario Cueto was such a great heel promoter of the company who was calling the shots. And to see him in MLW, there's been rumors that something was happening with Lucha Underground coming back. And essentially it is back under the MLW brand.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see if it picks up where it left off or the new storylines they have to develop.
I feel like this will be a new storyline because it's now known that as
he's using the same. He's El Jefe, but we all know who he is.
Yeah, he's using the help in it because I think the Dario Cueto character is probably owned by Rodriguez, so that's probably gonna be kind of something might do with that, with trademarking. But at least instead of being Lucha Underground, it's Azteca Underground. So he said it right there.
We all know.
Yeah, we all know. But him saying I want to build my temple.
So is he running it? So MLW is the promotion. Is he running separate shows under that banner, like High Voltage with GSW? Or
we do not know yet. We just saw his debut. He has his group, like LA Park, his sons.
LA Park, as in La Parka?
Yeah, LA Park. He's there, and then also you have Mil Muertes is there. We did see.
Muertes is definitely a Lucha Underground staple.
So you've seen characters from Lucha Underground to be in MLW. So that's just gonna be.
He has a little cartel coming.
Yeah, he has his cartel building. So I can't wait on what's gonna happen on July 10th. So I am looking forward. It was a great season ending for MLW. So Money Mike, what about yourself? Are you excited? I know that you're not familiar much with MLW, but I know you're familiar with Lucha Underground, but I need to hear your 2 cents.
Now, unfortunately, very much unfortunately, I did not see or have not seen still Lucha Underground. Nothing at all. Well, I've seen like clips here and there, but I'm so interested in it, and I want to see it from the start. I want to see season 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right? I heard there was 4. I could be wrong. I don't know. What do I know? But I do want to go back and see it from the start. I know Ricochet was on there, Penta, Morrison was in there, and
Brian
among other names.
Brian Cage was there.
Brian Cage,
Mysterio,
yeah,
a lot of people.
Io Shirai.
A lot of names that I know now are probably in there.
Before all the controversy, Sexy Star was doing a great job.
There you go. Absolutely. So, I look forward to checking that out. I might even do some reactions to it. Who knows? We'll see. But
I'd be down for that for sure.
I definitely want to. I heard this is the first I hear about kidnappings. Please kidnap Robert Stone. I want to see that happen. Kidnap his ass. Let's see how he handles that.
Oh my god!
Oh, since they're going to be working with NXT supposedly, and awesome props to Vice. Vice is involved, or getting more involved in the pro wrestling world. With Dark Side of the Ring, now the partnership with MLW. I feel like they're really throwing their hat in there, and if they get involved with NXT somehow, that'd be even bigger, right? So kudos to them on that.
Yeah, kudos to Court Bauer, man, because he's mad genius of fucking MLW, keeping it very so secretive, and now that it's kind of exposed. Sorry, George, I'm using your phrasing because that's how you put it, and I'm with you, bro. Yeah, it's very, very well hit in MLW, and now that it's getting that exposure, that's why I'm pretty sure Paul was like, the doors are open, might as well work with them. So we have to wait and see. Matt Callis, give me your thoughts about that. I want to hear your thoughts.
Just MLW in general, and just kind of the magic from, because I think one match I've watched on repeat was Pentagon Dark versus the Black Lotus Triad, and of course that's Io Shirai, Kairi Hojo, we know her as Kairi Sane, and of course the most underrated one in the West, Mayu Iwatani, the Tanahashi of Stardom. Yeah, I watched that match on repeat, just that dive that Io does from the top. I think one cool thing I'd like MLW to do is maybe get a hold of that same arena. I don't know what they're using it for now.
They're going to be at the ECW arena July 10th.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. My hometown.
Not my hometown.
My home arena. Like, that's my arena. Yeah.
I want MLW to get that Lucha Underground arena, though, over in...
Dude, that shit looks so good. Mike, I know you don't know much about Lucha. Have you seen the Lucha arena, the Azteca Temple? What was it called?
I've seen clips of it. I've seen
the Aztec Temple.
There he goes. Yeah.
Near East LA, guys.
It's in Boyle Heights. It's right there by the 4th Street Bridge. It's by Ivan's house, literally.
We passed it on Sunday.
Yeah, we drove by it. I drive by it every now and then. It's very shady. Don't go down there if you can avoid it.
But use that arena again, please.
Yeah.
Is it by Moriachi Plaza? Like somewhere in that?
No. It's south. It's right next to the LA River, between the bridges on the Boyle Side Heights side.
Okay. Interesting.
Like Cesar Chavez, and then on the East LA side of the river.
Yeah.
It's like, it's nothing but train yards. You don't know it's there. It doesn't. There's no.
Yeah, it's a warehouse.
Yeah, it's a warehouse. It's like train yard, Lucha Underground, train yard, the river, and then the Cesar Chavez and the bridge.
Definitely, yeah. And the last topic of the night that I want to get everybody's thoughts. So everybody thought that Daniel Bryan was leaving on September, according to Rumor Your Windows, to your Papi piece of shit and his sidekick, the other one, said that his contract was going to expire in September. Turns out his expired on May 1st, that was right after the Roman Reigns lost. So as of right now, Daniel Bryan is a free agent. He has no 90-day clause. He is able to freelance everywhere. And the first promotion that reached out to him was none other than where he came from originally, Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor offered him, I don't know how much, but they're offering him to come. Also because Jonathan Gresham put on Twitter, the Octopus Man, this needs to happen. Hell yeah, who doesn't want to see a Daniel Bryan
Jay
versus
Lethal?
No, Jonathan Gresham, man.
Jonathan Gresham, Jay Lethal, Roosh, all of them. I
Oh
want
my
to see
god, the whole roster, man.
Yeah.
Why the hell not? But right now, Vince and Paul, well, mainly Vince, is really pushing to re-sign Daniel Bryan. They want to give him a lot with less dates. They don't want to lose him.
That Brock Lesnar contract.
That Edge contract. That Edge contract.
He could still appear in New Japan too, because that Ring of Honor New Japan partnership is still there.
Yeah.
Yes, but no longer the CML, so that's
Not
too bad.
CMLL.
Yeah, but I mean, Money Mike, where do you see this going with Daniel Bryan? You see him staying or leaving?
Leave, please, leave. Well, what are we gonna see you with Roman Reigns again? No. Gosh.
G1 climax, please.
Yeah, send him to Japan, send him to Mexico, anywhere but WWE. You know, I have seen some of his ROH matches, you know, and I see a totally different Daniel Bryan there.
American Dragon, baby.
American Dragon, yes. Bryan
Or that
Danielson.
other thing he did.
Pro Wrestling Noah, Marufuji.
What was a vampire character?
What was the vampire?
He had a vampire character first. I'll look it up.
What the fuck was that? I forgot.
Interesting. Selfishly, I would like to say AEW. I would like to throw them in the hat, of course. Who wouldn't, right? But honestly, ROH seems like a better fit. You know, I feel like he would be more familiar, more open to it. And WWE wants to back up that truck full of cash in front of his yard. But I don't know. I suspect that it might not work this time.
I think so. I'm with you on that too. I think they had to give him remember what we said last week? He asked for a condition that if I'm going to resign, you got to give me permission to work on these territories. Like the Jericho one. So if he's able to do that, then he'll resign. That's how I feel. But
it's his choice, right?
Yeah.
He has them right there, palm of his hand.
Yep, he does.
Take
Definitely
advantage.
does. That's right.
He could face the Great Muta. He could face Keiji Muto.
Keiji Muto and him will be epic to see, man.
He fought Marufuji before.
Yes.
Back in Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor.
So we could see him in Pro Wrestling Noah too.
Exactly. So, director, I want to get your thoughts about that.
Am I the last to speak about the Daniel Bryan subject? Because I want to leave it on that note. I'm going to have
I know.
And I'll bounce. So am I the last to speak on this?
Matt, you want to do yours very quick? So
I think I already did.
Okay, Chris, you're the last one.
I'm going to leave it on this note. I want you guys to discuss when I'm gone. Very important. People aren't giving this enough credit. This is a big moment in WWE history with their contracts, their comings, their goings, their signings, their re-signings, who we're losing, who we're gaining. Listen, Daniel Bryan's like 5'9", Chris Benoit ripoff, okay? So big deal. We lose a Daniel Bryan, but we gained an Eva Marie.
Oh, hell no, he just left?
Chris is trolling.
He just trolled us right now.
Trolling.
Jesus Christ.
He did. I know he doesn't mean that Chris.
Yeah,
Benoit
he
ripoff.
don't mean that. He doesn't mean that, ladies and gentlemen. He just had to leave.
Send this clip to Wrestling Guy.
I'm gonna send it to David. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna send it to David. But ladies and gentlemen, watch these other clips right now from our other rest of our League of Extreme podcasters giving us thank yous, and also watch the captain as he gives his how the captain came all along. So watch this very clip, very briefly, and we'll be back and we'll discuss more.
What up, it's your boy Kenneth Stones, a Coffee Weast, and one half of the Dirty Hills, and I'm here to say happy 1 year anniversary to our guys, the Circle of Debate, man. We call them D-Generation West, man. Ivan, Mike, Chris, and Dragon, man. You know, we can't wait to see what the future holds for you guys, man, and we love you guys, man. And you are Dirty Hills approved.
Here we go! Congratulations to the Circle of Debate podcast, my brothers. You know you have my support to the end of time and to many more years to come. Keep on bringing the content. I love it. Everybody loves it. Joe Fo in the ring is there for you no matter what, whatever you guys need. And remember, wrestling is life. Congratulations, brothers.
What's going on, guys? Your host, your boy, George Mackay. I'm here in the Straight Talk Studios, just editing. I thought I'd take a quick time to shout out my boys, my homies, my hermanas over at Circle of Debate Podcast. Man, they're celebrating their anniversary. It's insane. Keep the hustle up, guys. You guys know I love everything that you guys do. I love your concepts and the conversations that you have. A couple times you brought me on. I've been honored to share the stage with you gentlemen. All of you, and Chris. Okay, and Chris. Yeah, happy anniversary, Chris. Okay, there. I said it. I was nice. Ivan, I was nice. You asked me to be nice, and I was. I was respectful. But seriously, guys, cheers. Happy anniversary, and keep them coming because you know we need that Circle of Debate podcast. Peace out, guys.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Alex. And I'm Rich. And we're from Championship Online Podcast, and we're here to congratulate Circle of Debate of 1 year of amazing content they've been putting out there. So happy 1 year anniversary to you guys, to Ivan C, to Chris, to Matt and Mike. You guys are awesome. You always guys put amazing content, and we're so happy for you guys to put 1 year. 1 year. It's a big accomplishment. We're so happy for you guys, and also thank you for everything you've done for us, especially when we were starting out as a podcast. You opened us with open arms, and we thank you so much for everything you've done for us. You're definitely a huge inspiration to us, and thank you so much for everything you've done for us, and we're so happy for you guys for 1 year, and we wish you another great year.
I wish them another 10 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
More and more years to come. Really, congratulations for 1 year. We wish you the best, and like we said, anytime you need us, your brothers from another mother will always be there for you guys.
Happy 1 year anniversary, Circle Debate. Happy for you guys.
Hey guys, this is David from the Wrestling Guy Store. I just want to wish Circle of Debate a happy 1 year anniversary. Thank you guys for everything you guys have done for the Wrestling Guy Store. And even though you don't always agree with me, I'm always right. No, I'm just kidding. Happy 1 year anniversary, guys.
Hey, why don't you shut the fuck up and teach me how to count? Circle of Debate. What does it say? Fuck my ship, fuck your ship. Along. Go get the ship. The ship. This means or nothing. This means whatever you want to say. My ship is still missing. God damn it. What the fuck?
The ship is ready, Captain.
That's what I thought. Buddy here. I don't give a shit about God damn it. What the fuck, man? The fuck?
Ramen?
What the hell's the ship?
I'm sorry, sir.
Fuck?
It's
Jesus Christ, God damn it.
It's
Let's get out of here.
Hope you guys enjoyed the captain there, all the clips, and we want to thank the captain for sticking with us from the beginning until he retired, until he finally found his boat, and he finally sailed away, with his sidekick there with the mask, and also wanted to go ahead and thank as well Alex, Richard Mattis from the Championship Online Podcast. I want to thank, of course, Kofi Wheaton from Dirty Heels Podcast. Also want to thank George Mackay as well from Straight Talk Wrestling. Also from Here We Go.
Don't forget Brother Bove.
Brother Bove as well, of course, Brother Bove. Yeah. I can't forget him. Brother Bove as well. I want to go ahead and thank them for as well from Dirty Heels Podcast. And, of course, Frank from Here We Go, along with Kyle and Jeremy from Jopo in the Ring. Also want to give thanks to Leo Decoy for giving a shout-out to us as well. David as well, Gomez, a owner for the Wrestling Guy Store. Thank you very much. and also Half K for sending their wishes as well. I love that little video for packaging they did for us. I enjoyed it very much. Also, Tyler from Counted Out. Wanted to go ahead and thank him very much. Mike and Tyler from Counted Out Podcast. Thank you so much for the shout out. And also want to thank as well Nick and Joel from the Ring Fanatics. Thank you very much for sending all the shout outs. Thank you very much, all of you guys, for the 1 year anniversary for us. Thank you once again. It means a lot to us. And that's why we're the League of Extraordinary Podcast, because of that reason. So I mean, yes, definitely. We all thank you for the shout outs. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, now let's very briefly, I want to say congratulations right now, Ring of Honor, to Tony Deppen becoming the Ring of Honor Television Champion, defeating Tracy Williams. Watch that match on YouTube. It's already uploaded to the full match. A fantastic match. Make sure you watch that. And also with the Women of Honor, of course, we did see Viva Van Star versus Simo Sakai. That match was great. I loved it. That was an old school, feeling, the biting, the punching. It was aggressive, ruthless aggression that it was. So watch that on our YouTube channels. Every Wednesday is, Women of Honor, as Maria Kanellis Bennett is announcing, participants of the tournament who will be crowned the Women of Honor, world champion. So I love it. The women's division is coming up all over the world in professional wrestling, and I'm here. We're all here to support it. And by God, you guys are stealing the show. So kudos to you. And a round of applause. And also to Roxy as well for being a participant in that tournament as well. And also do not forget, as New Japan tonight, I wanted to say, New Japan tonight, New Japan USA Collision. Make sure you guys tune in that tonight, because we are going to see the DKC, Kevin Knight. They're teaming up as they face Barrett Brown and Adrian Quest. And also we're going to see Misterioso and Jordan Clearwater tag teaming up versus Jarrell Nelson and Roy Isaacs. And also the main event, we're going to see Ren Narita and Yuji Nagata versus the Bone Dirty Daddy, Chris Dickinson, and Jon Moxley in a tag team main event match. That's tonight at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you subscribe to NewJapanWorld.com and subscribe. And
strong.
That's right. The New Japan Strong USA is coming strong as hell. So make sure you tune that every Friday, ladies and gentlemen, and watch it tonight as well. So we are looking forward for that. Most definitely. Now, we want to go ahead and touch up what Chris said about the Eva Marie thing. Okay. Can I say nobody cares? I'm sorry, Eva. I know it's just your repackaged Evolution. You're not winning me over at all. Not even winning money, Mike. I don't think, right? Uh-oh.
Okay. We've seen this before. A little something called Emma-lution, right?
Oh my God.
It's happened before. Is this Groundhog Day? Because we were saying the same thing again. Okay. I'll say this. I'm a man of the people. Let's see what they've got. Eva Marie, she's coming back, and already she's got some negative reactions. But okay, it's been a few years. Let's see if she's improved. It could have been that she is a technician in the ring, right? And who knows? Maybe she'll surprise everybody, do a couple Canadian destroyers and Spanish flies and all that good stuff. You never know, right? So I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. Surprise me.
I love it. I love it. And also, we've been seeing the Aleister Black vignettes so late too. I don't know what's going to happen with that. Let's just hope that this can be his repackaging, and hopefully they keep him. Can we hope for that, Money Mike?
Yes, absolutely. Hopefully, he doesn't get stuck. Like in before, right? That he doesn't. Right. He's not frozen like Glacier. Aleister, he has tons of potential, and it's been seen, and honestly, I hope he still has the same theme song. I really enjoyed that one. And the ring entrance where he, would come out of the coffin and whatnot. I think honestly, I don't even know what Vinnie Mac did not see in him. It's a shame that he did not take advantage of such a cool character that Triple H handed to him, right? And it's a shame time, I believe, third time that Aleister Black has been repackaged. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
I feel like if it doesn't work out this time, that's it for him.
Well, we're having glacier situations, ladies and gentlemen. Glacier is coming over here freezing us. I don't know what's going on there. Jesus, I don't know. So I'm hoping everything's okay. So by God, I don't know what the hell's going on. All right. Now. Okay.
Glacier even attacked. He's merciless towards everyone.
Yes, he is. Okay, there we go. I think we're back to normal. It was like a little freezing. Yes. Okay. Everybody, we're back. We apologize.
It normal though?
Let's hope so. Let's hope so. All right. Now let's talk about very briefly with Impact. I just want to say congratulations for El Fantasma debut in Impact, defeating VSK. Great match. By the way, who has not seen it, that was a great match. I would highly suggest you watch that. And by far, when we know the Under Siege, we do know that we do have Sami Callihan, we do have Moose, we do have Trey Miguel, we do have Chris Bay. I'm trying to remember who was the other two. I mean, it's a sixth man. So I'm trying to remember who was the other two. Jesus, who were the other two? I can't believe I forgot. But I know that Eddie Edwards, that's number 5. So number 6, I think is still in the open. I think number 6 is still in the open, so I'm not quite sure who is the other one. If not, correct me if I'm wrong, my apologies. It's been a hectic day. Oh yeah, Matt Cardona. There you go. Woo, woo, woo. I forgot about him. Actually, no, wait. Okay, here we go. So it's Chris Sabin, Moose, Trey Miguel, and then Sami Callihan, Matt Cardona, Chris Bay. So there you go. So that's your 6th man right there. That's going to be interesting to see. I want Sami Callihan to win and face Kenny Omega. That's what I want. But or Moose. Moose, another one. By the way, Moose's contract expired in June. He did mention that he wanted to get a title run before he leaves. What does he mean by that? Is he going to leave Impact? Will he stay? I mean, that's a big loss if Impact loses him, my opinion. Do you agree with that, Matt Callis? Do you feel with that?
Yeah. I remember when Moose was mocking Kenny in the match. He was like doing the gun and he did some cool drop kick. He like Moose. He's unstoppable. I want to see more of him in so many different capacities. Maybe more of him in AEW. I would love big guy baby faces. I want to see what they do with them.
Yeah, I mean, Money Mike, how do you feel about that?
I love big guys in general. So hopefully Moose gets that opportunity to shine. But Sami Callihan has won me over, definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah, that guy has some awesome matches, and why not make it a hardcore match with Omega? Omega.
We're being recorded,
and we're back. And I must say, Omega is the guy to call out right now. You got Andrade calling you out. You got freaking 6 guys in a match to go get you. You have Orange Cassidy. It's like, what's next? Roman Reigns wants you to acknowledge him. What the hell? Matt Callis, what do you think?
It's so many different things could happen in the combination. Overall, Moose is very dominant and powerful. I don't know if Ivan just transferred into metaphysical or something like that. But I was going to say, I was looking for a picture of Maki Ito and Ava Marie. They were doing a side-by-side picture, but all I could find was this.
They actually met each other?
No, there was like a side-by-side, like,
like
meme pictures, like, you know, what was it? The Gaijin for Coma picture where everybody's like, "Oh," and then everybody's like, "Yeah." You know?
Yeah, I've seen those.
I'm looking for that picture, but I can't find it.
For the people at home, please find that, and for me too.
So yeah, it's a picture in my background with Makito doing the Michael Jackson lean.
Excellent. So I mean, Ivan's gone, so we can do whatever we want now. Circle Debate is free to do anything. So Matt Callis, first of all, where are the sunglasses?
They're right in front of me, but I'm not wearing. I'm in my boxers now though, because I don't know what it was like. Is it just like residual heat or something like that? Or is it, Mike? Are we recording from your end?
Yes, of course.
Oh, okay. I see. I want to start barbecuing pretty soon, though. So
I mean,
yeah.
Well, okay. What else do we have to cover? NXT, right?
Yeah, NXT.
Did anything pop up to you in NXT?
Yeah, Sarai's match. She was very. She pulled out all the destruction, like her kicks. So many different kicks that she had. You know, you think back to Asuka, but she's also a very power move girl. Like I said, like last week, she had that suplex. It's like an ant lifting 3 times its weight, more or less. You know, and of course, and then Kyle O'Reilly going off on his own, challenging. LA Knight's finisher is so different. It's not like Stone Cold Steve Austin's stunner. It's just like it's like a slingshot movement. I don't even know where the head goes. It's so fast, you know.
You know what? It's now that you mentioned LA Knight, man. LA Knight is one of those wrestlers that's winning me over too. I don't know, the promo skills, the in-ring skills also. I feel like he's a well-rounded performer, and honestly, I see in the before the end of the year, at the very least, he'll contend for the North American title.
I want to see that. I want to see that belt around his waist.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
You know, it'll be like, do you know the way? You know. You know, Roderick Strong. I mean, not Roderick. Johnny Gargano, aka Knuckles. That's who he's gonna be from now on to me.
Right.
Like, that's what you get for calling your group the Way.
And what are your thoughts on the whole with Austin Theory and Karrion Kross thing?
Karrion's pretty dominant as champion. Very, very horrific. You know, powerful. Like I didn't know he was that big compared to Finn Balor. So I'm not as familiar with Austin Theory. I gotta study up on that guy. Another big thing I guess I saw that night was man, escapes me, but I think it was also the challenge for Kushida. You know, Kushida had a challenge coming up on him, and then you know some of the other singles matches. No, okay, this is who I wanted to mention because of AJ. He's part of during the Leon Ruff match. It was Leon Ruff versus.
All right, looks like I think was it me that had the technical difficulties?
Yeah, I think it was you. You disappeared.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man, Ivan C, is back.
Oh my God! I guess it was me, right? I wonder how.
We were talking about NXT right now. We're talking about the Karrion Kross and Austin Theory thing going on. Ivan C, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, look, the Karrion Kross situation, I like it. They're making it look strong. I'll tell you that right now. I like how I think we've been discussing about how they've been making Karrion Kross look strong for quite some time. And this is making him look. I mean, are we gonna see a fatal 4-way? Maybe. I mean, Gargano will come right after. I don't think Gargano's not. Not the right time. I think I would love to see a fatal four-way, Karrion versus Pete versus Kyle O'Reilly and Finn Balor. Why not? I don't know if they're going with a triple threat. The winner of that faces Karrion Kross, or maybe a four-way with adding Gargano. The winner of that will face Karrion Kross. I have no idea where they're going with it yet.
Yeah. It's interesting, and honestly, it to me it feels very AEW ish, where any of the pieces could go anywhere right now.
Did you give your 2 cents already on Moose before I came in?
Matt did.
Okay, but you did too, right? You guys finished before I came back in.
Well, yeah. But you go ahead. Feel free.
No. You guys. I was, that's why I asked you before the whole Glacier happened.
Glacier struck again. That asshole.
Mm-hmm.
No, basically with Moose, man. I like Moose, but I feel Sami Callihan. It's his time right now to kind of get that title contention role right now. So let's see what happens in the 6-man. And like I was telling Matt, Omega is in demand. You got Andrade on one side, you got 6 guys trying to challenge him, you got Orange Cassidy trying to challenge him, and Pac. So Omega is the guy, the man to beat right now. So to be the man, you got to beat the man, as they say.
Hence the title.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But yeah, so you guys jumped on NXT. So NXT, obviously, we do know that was the only thing that was really intriguing was just more of that with the Karrion Kross. I did like Saray versus Zeta Raymer. That was a good match too. I know Matt. I don't know if you want to put your 2 cents on that match. I don't know how you felt about that, or you already did before I came in.
Who's the guy who teamed up with Isaiah Swerve Scott? AJ something.
I don't know who's that other
AJ
individual.
Francis. That's who.
That's who it was. Okay. Oh, well, that match was a great opener, by the way.
I thought that was like the funniest thing ever. He catches Leon Ruff and is like, "You must be out your mind." And I was like, that was like the most unintentionally funny thing I've seen like all week. I'm like, what? Like, I just want him to show up in any situation. Like, that would be like AJ Francis blocked. Like, I'm gonna have a delicious sandwich. AJ Francis slaps out your hand. You must be out your mind. I'm like, what? When he blocks you, and then he body slams you.
I mean, Money Mike, did you guys talk about that opening match, by the way, before I came back in, or no?
I actually did not catch that one.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Matt spoke about it a little bit, but I unfortunately was not able to catch that one.
Okay. All right. So it was a good match overall. Good, false count anywhere. It did showed a lot of Leon Ruff. We've been talking about him, very underrated. And we talked about his past with Evolve and Isaiah as well in the independent circuit. Shane Strickland. So this match kind of solidified both of their careers. I'm not gonna say it was the best match, but at least they showed what they needed to show on television, because then they were not given that much time prior before. And this match itself was given more than at least 7 minutes. So that's the great thing, at least they were able to show that. Oh, that's right, it's Lost in Super Mall to our audio platform listeners. But yes, I wanted to talk about, you did mention about the Karrion Kross. Did you talk about your thoughts about that before I came in?
Yeah, well, me?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I like the segment. Karrion Kross is one of my favorite wrestlers on NXT. So what I find kind of funny, or it reminded me of Kane getting mad at Jericho over coffee. Just something silly that starts off a feud. It was Austin Theory saying, "Oh, I those are huge. Are they real?" To Scarlett. I felt that it was kind of a funny way, I guess, to start off the feud, and hopefully this builds up more and more and more, and maybe even champion versus champion, Gargano and Cross. It seems it seems, that Cross would be playing the face in that situation. You know, Gargano playing the heel, and but yeah, I'm interested. I want to see more.
Matt Callis, do you feel the same way?
To Gargano, do you know the way?
Do you know the way? Do you? And I did want to. We finally saw some SoCal wrestling in NXT, by the way, which we did see LA Knight versus Jake Atlas, two SoCal fucking natives. Let me talk to you, baby. Let me talk to you.
I was just saying that it's kind of like a Stone Cold Stunner, but it's like,
I love that. Actually,
so
I don't know how you guys feel about that finisher.
It's so fast. It's like
yeah. I actually like it. At first, I was like, at least, I mean, he doesn't fall all the time with them. I mean, sometimes, but I mean, I like it though how he's put the aggressiveness that he puts towards it. It's like, okay, hell yeah, I like it. He kicks him in, kicks him in the stomach and then like a front face stunner. I love that. I love it. Courtesy of Leo. I love it. Now, the main event of that. Now we saw title changes, gentlemen. We did see now new NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. That's right, Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae.
Mm-hmm.
Their first titles in WWE NXT, defeating Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon. Man, what a match! I can tell you that right now. I want to get it out of my chest very quickly. Great match. I feel this was Indy's first main event and first time that she was put in this main event level. There were a lot of elbow drops, body, splashes to the table in the ladders. You could tell Indy was kind of nervous, but at least she went through it and she, did a great job. Candice has been in that spot before, so she did another phenomenal job. That moonsault as well. Oh man, I'm glad. I'm happy. Even though we didn't want it, we said it last week. We didn't want this short title reign for Shotzi and for Ember, but the way for a fact we're going to see more of this storyline going further. But I'm not mad that they won, to be honest. I don't know how you feel, Money Mike, but I feel this match was a great main event. I got to kudos to all four women that did a fantastic job. But I don't know what your feelings about them losing the title very quickly already now. I know you mentioned last week about them making that tag team title looking like bleh, because the fact is you're switching so quick. Like, from Raquel Dakota in less than an hour or 2 hours. And then this, like, what? A month, not even 6 weeks, right? Or maybe about 6 weeks.
Not even, no.
Right? 3 weeks, right? At least the most. So I don't know how. I mean, like rest, the floor is yours. How do you feel about this?
It reminds me of the Universal Championship when they started that out. I feel like they're just trying to build up the list of names that have held the title for whatever reason. I think they're just trying to build up that first and build a list. It makes it seem like it's just hot potato, Yeah. Oh, it's your turn. It's your turn. It's your turn. I hope that this sort of thing changes quickly, because if you're going to have a tag team division, and honestly, I like that it's kind of apart from the main event scene, even though it was the main event, right?
Right.
Even though it's apart from the main title, women's title picture, I do like that. But hopefully, in the next few months, we'll see a dominant title reign here and bring more prestige to those titles. So that's what I'm hoping for.
Matt Callis, how do you feel about
that? I didn't catch too much of that match, but I'm kind of glad that there was I guess I felt like it's not too early for a title change like going on, just to let people know it's like the baby faces are a little bit more vulnerable, possibly. Because maybe all the other promotions are just doing really long title reigns. So I guess a quicker one is kind of due for it, you know. But then again, you know, yeah, hot potato is still a possibility. Like if the next title reign, if there's another title change right away within like a month and a half, then you know.
Yeah, definitely. One last topic of the night to end it, gentlemen, since we couldn't actually finish it because Glacier was all over because I wanted to touch bases with it. Just to end this because this was very important. And the reason why I wanted to bring this up at the end now, because now we have the opportunity. Now, history was made in New Japan, ladies and gentlemen, very briefly. For the first time ever, you had, well, I feel like he can make more history. And that is Jay White winning the never open weight championship from Tanahashi on this past week, Wrestling Dontaku. It was a great overall both, even though the card subject changed. Reason why, because two individuals are not named were tested positive for COVID-19. So out of that, 8 of them had to be removed from the card. Okada was one of them. Suzuki wasn't one of them. Sho and Yo had to be removed. Desperado had to be as well. So there was a lot of people that had to be removed to be safe. This is the first time it ever happened for New Japan that this happened, that somebody caught COVID-19. So I'm glad at least they still went with this, you know, they changed the card so it was less matches for the night 1, night 2. But yes, night 1, Jay White becoming the first ever to hold the never open weight champion, a former IWGP US champion, a former IWGP Intercontinental champion, and a former IWGP World champion. First man ever. All he needs is tag teams. He needs a tag team, and he'll be up there with AJ, man. This is how I feel. I know that I might get shitted for this, but he will be up there with AJ. He's up there now because he's the only non-Japanese to hold all those prestigious belts in history in Japan. So that's a big congratulations to Jay White on that. And also we did see Will Ospreay retaining the IWGP World Heavyweight title against Shingo Takagi, which that was a great match, by the way. You guys should definitely see that because that match was insane to see. Shingo, and I applaud Shingo for putting man, great fucking match, man. I'm glad that he was able to showcase what he could be a main event level star. So that's the biggest kudos I give him. So Matt Callis, I don't know how you feel about that.
I gotta say that that now Jay White is before the age of 30. He's won like everything except the junior heavyweight title. He's won the U.S., the never open weight, Intercontinental, and heavyweight titles, all of them before the age of 30. In addition to being a Gaikokujin, which in Japanese means foreigner. Mm-hmm. So being non-Japanese and winning all 4 of those titles before the age of 30. You know, he's probably the only one. Yeah, I think the only one.
He's the only one.
Yeah,
there's nobody else that has. Yeah.
All of those titles before the age of 30. See, just letting people know. And he was just, I guess, like, in 2016, he was still a young lion, right?
Yeah, 2016. Until like 2016. So early 2016, I think by the end, in early 17 is when he no longer was a young lion.
Yeah, so like he's only not been a young lion since 2017. And within 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, all 4 major singles titles he's had a run with. And he's still under 30. So imagine what he's possible of. You know, the Will Ospreay feud could still happen. You know, that's going to be really cool once it happens.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't mind heel versus heel at this rate. I'm okay with it.
I think they should because there's nothing else left for now. And then the danger part is it's almost, I mean, if those individuals are out still because they were exposed to COVID-19, mind you, May 29th, you still have Wrestle Grand Slam. That's a big event they're going to have. They just canceled the one that is just going to happen this past week. At the other, what was it? The baseball stadium, right? Or what was it?
Yeah. So Bullet Club versus the Empire. I think that would be interesting. It's more interesting than Bullet Club versus, because we've already seen Bullet Club versus LIJ and Bullet Club versus Suzuki-gun. You know.
Yeah, which that feud should end, I think, soon because I think both of the Longas they lost. So I mean, we have to wait and see. I'm looking forward to seeing that. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we always. I'm going to mention it again. We do not discuss WWE here. There's nothing else to talk about. We already did earlier. We only Alistair and Evolution. There's nothing else to talk about. There's nothing. If you want our opinions, message us. Write a Facebook group chat on Circle Debate.
Tonight on Raw, nobody cares.
Exactly.
Tonight on SmackDown,
nobody cares. Because all it is Mike has a shirt on. All WWE is botchamania. That's all it is. Sorry. And I apologize to all of you guys. There's nothing to talk about. The only thing that's Jinder Mahal came back was restable, but I'm not even want to talk about that. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching our 1-year anniversary here on Circle Debate, part 2 of it. And once again, I want to thank all the League of Extraordinary podcasters for sending the shout outs, and David, Leo, everyone. We thank you so much, man. All of you guys, thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of us and a part of you guys as well. And also thank our audio platform listeners. Thank you guys for listening to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podbean. Thank you so much for listening to us. A shout out to all of our fans in India, Germany. And India, we're praying for you. I know you guys are going through this fast pandemic. We pray for you. And I'm hoping the best for you guys. And just be safe out there. Stay at home. Follow the guidelines as well. Be careful, because that strain is not beautiful. Just please be careful, and I pray for you guys. Shout out to the UK as well for our listeners. Germany as well. Spreche du Deutsch. That's good. Mike?
Alles gut. Sehr gut. Und guten Abend bis morgen.
That's good. Yeah. And also wanted to go ahead and thank everyone on our viewers and subscriber on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe right at the end of the video. We're almost at 200. We're at 194. Help us get at 200. And also, we'll make further announcements next week. We have another giveaway, which I want to say now. The other giveaway is, yes, we have 2 tickets for upcoming Global Syndicate Wrestling Catalyst live on pay-per-view on Fight TV May 22nd. For all to our audio platform listeners in the East Coast, especially for New Jersey, we will be raffling 2 tickets for that epic event. That card is stacked. You do not want to miss that, because you're going to see the likes of Hammerstone versus Chris Dickinson for the GSW heavyweight title. You will see Gio Galvano, Super Nitro teaming up. You also will see the women's tournament there as well, as they're the first round. So, and as who will be advancing to become the first ever GSW Women's Champion. So make sure you follow us on our social media platforms to stay tuned for more details of how to enter this raffle for GSW Pro for Catalyst on May 22nd. So make sure you guys tune in for that. And also do not forget to tune in as well as upcoming interviews coming up. And of course, next week he is Delicious Van Vicious, because he is your girlfriend's favorite wrestler. We will be having him on Monday, so make sure you watch that exclusive interview, as the director and I had a phenomenal conversation with Van Vicious and that. And also on Wednesday as well, the best of the best, Austin Lane, another one that are from Championship Wrestling from Memphis. We have them as well. So stay tuned for all those upcoming interviews and more news to come. There's a lot more surprises that they don't know about, but I know. But they don't know, but I know. See, Ted DiBiase. But yes, once again, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. This is the 1-year anniversary of Circle Debate. This is the host of TV's What I Didn't See. And of course, was a metaphor, right? Or what the fuck? You transform, Transformers, bro.
Evolution.
Okay, fine.
Hatching from the egg. But letting you guys know, we don't just make podcasts here. We make history.
You have to wait because I have to finish with Money Mike.
Oh, it's better earlier than never.
Well, look, Mr. Cal is going to have to wait because I had to give your client the god of all podcasting. He is, by God, the master disaster, the king of sting, the man with a plan. Money, by God, Mike Lopez. Of course, take it away, Matt.
We don't just make podcasts here. We make history.
See you later, baby.